hello there, and we are live. See, people, you're welcome to another episode. I know there's a match going on, yeah, guys, yeah, but still, we're still gonna run this stuff, yeah. See, you're welcome to another episode of the Prem Talk Show. See, yeah, guys, no messing around, yeah. All these other teams have won their games, so it's gonna be a straight in one from me and Ola today. Yeah, see, my co-host on the show, not a person than the Fat Week Show crooner himself. You can see, the whole glittering lights down there and his song. My brother's pimped up the whole thing. Doing everything correctly. See, man, my brother is coming correct this season, man. It's coming correct. First, it was monetized. Right now, it's looking good. The lighting and everything has changed. Hola, man. Talk to these people, man. How you doing? You're welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah, man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. It's nice. It's nice, like you said. And thank you for that introduction, man. It's a lot of work. We're putting a lot of work to get here, but we ain't going
Mm,
nowhere. We're here to stay, man. And if we're here to stay, we might as well look good while staying. So, um, that's
exactly,
that's
man.
that's what's up.
Exactly.
That's what's up.
Mm. See, man. Hola. How do we start? Arsenal play their game on Sunday, which is tomorrow. Today, the rivals. Shout out to John Smith from our friend from Facebook. Big ups to you, John Smith. And she says, "Hello, guys. Yeah, hello, John Smith. John Smith. The pressure is on. The pressure is on. I've not asked you yet on Facebook. I've not come to Facebook yet. But do you think we have a shout for the start to the season? Please let me know in the chat, Joanne, and definitely get to talk to you soon. Ola, our rivals for the title. It's funny I'm saying Arsenal is part of this title thing, yeah, but let's just do it let's just do it
For
for
what it is.
mathematics sake. Let's say for statistics sake, yeah. We're still
Mhm.
up and about, we're still in that shout, you know. Uh, all our rivals for the title today. First, Manchester City started the day with a win against Everton, yeah, and then secondly, Liverpool, completely different team from what we saw at the Emirates, which kind of like gives me a little bit kind of like. Did we really limit these guys? Because today, seeing them, against hapless Burnley, uh, they mauled them, in the grand scheme of things. Even if Burnley should have even had chances to score, but, Liverpool finished their dinner. But finishing their dinner today wasn't the same thing as finishing their dinner against Arsenal. In fact, they had no dinner to finish. They didn't get into space. They didn't get those chances to actually score goals. The only chances they were just getting was just from outside the 18-yard box where they were trying to take one or two shots. Or the rivals are up. Liverpool 54 points, Man City 52 points. What do you think?
Um, no, this is a nice little rat race, isn't it? You know what I mean? No one is running away with it as of yet. Um, and uh, we've this is the one thing that Arsenal fans have asked for such a long time. Um,
Yeah. Shout out Malia. Big up to you, Malia. She says, "Evening, guys." Big ups, Malia.
yeah, man,
That's one of
Malia.
our trusted fans down here. Big up to you, Malia.
Um, it's one of those. Every Arsenal fan is always wanted to be at the top table. Just being in the conversation. When we're talking about, you remember, like 6, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years
Mm,
even,
yeah.
when they're talking about teams involved in title races, our name don't even, we don't even,
Our
we're
name doesn't even
afterthought.
click.
We're afterthought, right? We are an
Mm,
afterthought, right? So it's nice that over
mm,
the last couple of seasons, when this conversation is now happening, our names is not it's not getting casted off no more. We're at the top table eating,
mm,
even though we're not getting the big plate at the top table. We're still at the top table eating. There's some people that don't even make it to the top table. At least we're at the top table. But now with Liverpool in the mix, and as you said,
Mm.
you know, they didn't finish their dinner. They didn't even have nothing for, like, we gave them the little crumbs, the one goal that they
Yeah,
scored.
we
We
gave them the little crumbs they had at the Emirates, right?
give it to them. So, in my opinion, as long as you know, I shout out to Matty. You know, I saw your show with Matty, Lion Teg,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and those guys over there, and you know, there's a lot of truth that was coming out of there, because there's no excuses. This West Ham game, we're going to lose it. Liverpool are back to 5 points ahead of us. So what was the point in beating Liverpool? To make beating
In
Liverpool
Liverpool,
count,
yeah.
to make
Mm.
beating Liverpool count, you then go have to beat West Ham, and then you then go and have to go and beat the next team, because what that does is apply pressure on the two teams ahead and just pray. Remember, I said something the last time. I think it was Weezy that was on. It was on the show. I think it was me and
Mm.
Weezy or Abs. Shout out to those two brothers. Right.
Yeah, shout out to
I said
us,
it's
man.
not
That's
about us sprinting like Usain Bolt to the end of the line, to the finishing
the
of the
end of the
line,
line.
and do a no-look finish as we're running past. You don't even look where you're going. With us, we have to crawl over the line, bruv, because of the two
Mm.
juggernauts that we're competing against, to
Yeah.
try and our squad definitely ain't as good as them. Look at Haaland. Haaland's back today like he didn't even leave.
Like he didn't
Salah's
even
gonna be
leave.
back.
Oh man,
Salah's gonna be
a
back the
brace.
same way like he never left. Yeah.
Oh,
So, you know, and that's what we have to compete with. That's
compete with, yeah.
that's what we're having to deal with. But
It,
but hold on, Tony, hold on. Just let me get this point off, yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah.
having said all of that, it's not an excuse not to compete. You see what I mean?
Mm.
Even though those are the competition
Yeah.
that we have, it's not an excuse not to compete. It's not an excuse not to put your best foot forward. It's not an excuse not to, you know, to keep dropping below par performances. It's not an
Yeah.
excuse for players not to fight for the badge, because all of those things, more often than not, you come up with the 3 points.
You come up with the 3 points. But I like it. See, because you just made a claim, yeah, now, yeah. And that claim, yeah, it resonates with me because you just said Holland came back, you know, and just continued from where he left, which is scoring goals. You know, what's the common denominator? A striker who knows how to score goals. You just talked about Salah. Yeah, I give it to them. He's not, you know, he's not a number nine. He's a winger, but he's a winger that scores goals. So for me, it's just like their number nine. He's their star guy. Come on, man.
It's the
We're
star
talking
guy,
of
yeah.
Mohamed Salah down here. It's like their nine. But then I now look at this Arsenal team, yeah, and I don't see that point, man. Yeah, that I could say this is our number nine. That, you know, that's going to be consistent with the goals. Because when you look at Alan, you know you're going to get a consistent stream of goals. You know you know he's going to score, you know, maybe more 10, 15 goals before the end of, what am I saying? More 20 goals before the end of the season, because we still have about more 16 games, and this guy's averaging up to about three in a game, two in a game. You know, today just came up with two. You wouldn't even know that he just came back from injury. So, do you think Arsenal can continue this challenge right now without a consistent goal scorer? Even if
Um,
Ola, even if in the past 3 games Ola will score 10 goals.
mhm.
In the past three
um,
games, we've scored
yeah.
10 goals.
To answer your question, we don't have any choice. You know,
Mm,
the window's shut. We have no choice, and we have to make do of what's available
mm,
to us. Now,
mhm,
what's available to us, what we're now asking of
mhm,
them is
mhm,
to to give 100% every time they play,
Yeah.
to fight for the club, fight for the fans,
Yeah.
fight for the badge.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if at the very least, do it for your own pride. Like, I mean, if you have any ounce of pride, you go out and put it all on the
Mm,
line for the club, for the badge, for the fans that go home and away. They're going to be at London
yeah.
Stadium tomorrow, right? There's fans that travel from all
Olympic
over the
Stadium,
place.
man.
You know what I mean? And
Mm,
this is what you have to
yeah.
go and do for those fans. This is what you go and do for the club. If we
Mm,
want to reach the heights that we're looking for, and you've asked me several times leading into this, and I said to you, you know, I don't watch Napoli. You know, I don't watch the Italian Serie A. I'm not going to sit here and claim that I do what, but you
mm,
know, since AFCON, I've been keeping a close
yeah.
eye on Osimhen, bro. And I think
Mm,
his gameplay
elephant
suits
in
the
the
way we
room,
play, bro.
Victor Osimhen.
Victor Osimhen, I think the way we play suits him in terms of pressing from the
But all
front.
I was telling you this that you know we should
But
look
I
into
can't
that
make
guy,
claim to
but you
somebody
didn't
I
want to
don't
hear
watch.
it. You only wanted
Yeah,
to hear about Ivan Tony, and it's clear Ivan Tony is gonna be a lost cause because Arsenal, man, no, I don't know why we don't want to tie up that guy, but I really think it's from Mikel Arteta.
mm.
But Victor Osimhen, man, it looks good, man.
Osimhen, how old is Osimhen? 24?
It
Something
won't
like
be
that,
more than 26. It won't be more than
right?
26, 26,
Is that
27.
the European age or the Nigerian age?
My brother, Aximo, I don't know what's in his passport. Aximo, what's in his passport. But European age, anyway, you know, it's
Yeah,
probably
the
maybe like
European age.
26,
Yeah, the
27.
European age. You made about 26. Okay. Yeah, we just we just
26, 27.
speculating. Yeah, just speculating. But
Just to confirm with you, Ola, just to confirm with you, Newcastle have just won their match against Nottingham Forest. It has ended
yeah,
3-2. So Newcastle
yeah,
for that win
I thought it'd be
in
like
an
that.
away match.
Um,
They haven't won an away match in ages. So that's a good win for Newcastle. Jin Kazama, the Liverpool fan, is down here with us. Is here to gloat about how Liverpool have won. But big up to you, Jim Kazama. How are you doing, man? You said you lose, you lose tomorrow. Your title challenge is done. Oh my God, Jin has come to.
Tony.
It's come to laugh at
I'm
us.
glad Jin Kazama put that comment up. I'm glad Jin Kazama put that comment up. This is gonna be the comment every week, which is why on the show with Tony the other day, with Matty the other day, we say no excuses. This every game is like a
Yes.
fucking final. Every game is like World Cup final because you're gonna get comments like this from rival fans every week. You lose
Every
your
week.
next game, you're out of the title race. You lose your next game because the other two teams that you're facing, they got in them, they've got the capacity to go and win 10, 15 games in a row.
Yeah,
Can we match
yeah.
that energy? Can we go
Yeah,
toe to
exactly.
toe?
Liverpool can go on a big run.
Right?
Can Arsenal go on a run without bleeping?
This is the problem. Maybe we can go on like a 5-8 win run, but can we go on a 15? If it just, I'm just saying, like, if even if we do, but can we do it on the capacity of a City, on the capacity of a Liverpool? Those guys have
I
been
don't
there,
think so
done it. They have the
because we don't
experience.
have the minerals.
We
We don't
don't
have
have the
that striker.
capacity.
We don't have that striker who will get us over the line. You know, and again, we still have these teams here that come with extreme low block. I know we'll talk about West Ham later on. That come with this extreme low block here. That's mind-boggling. They don't want to get out. They don't want to come out like Liverpool. You know, Liverpool had chest. You know, they came out to playoffs. You know, and Arsenal beat them to the game. You know, so other teams are not like that. Other teams are quite shameless. They will keep an extreme low block. They would want to, you know, sit back, make it intricate, compact defense, and try and catch Arsenal on the break. And
That's
that's
my
what West Ham
engineer back
likes to do.
there.
Hey,
That's
big
my
up to
engineer back
Fight
there.
Week
The man
Showcase, man.
is,
Fight Week
is
Showcase.
responsible for
Big
all
ups
this
to
good
you,
shit.
man. How you doing, my brother, man? He says, "What's good, Tony?" Big up to you and Ola. Yeah, Fat Week Showcase, man. Big up to you. You can see the whole
That's my boy.
changes coming to your channel, man. See, you guys have made it, man. You've made it, guy. You've made it,
That's
man.
my boy.
Zama, big up to you too, man. Thanks for joining us today. But Ola, Victor Shimen still remains that guy we should go get, man. I still think we
Yeah,
need that guy.
yeah, I agree. It's it suits the way we play, especially because, like I said, I've been keeping an eye on him. You know, throughout Afcon. Obviously, he's playing a different system to what he'd normally play in Napoli. But I really think the players we have
Mm,
at our disposal. I mean, Osimhen, Saka, Martinelli,
yeah,
those three up top could, they will give a lot of defenses big trouble. The only problem and reservation that I have for Osimhen is
yeah,
I just think, boy, he's can he turn it on in the Premier League? Because there's a lot of players that come out of the Premier League from other leagues and
yeah,
they flop
yeah.
But you see his intensity.
The
But
club
you
is
see the way
struggle.
his intensity in the way he
Mm,
plays, I think he matches the Premier League. When you watch the way Osimhen
he
actually plays
matches the Premier
football,
League, man.
the way he hounds people down, he just
Exactly.
hounds down defenders,
Oh,
forces mistake.
he hounds down.
Uh,
And you know what? He's doing that in the African
he's
Nations
doing that.
Cup,
He's doing
where they
that
are
in Africa.
strong defenders,
Exactly,
like, ready for a fight.
and he's doing it for
Come on,
90
man. If you
minutes
come to
in
the
the
Premier
heat.
League, his defenders will be dead food, where, in his sight. They'll be dead food. So, I still think that Arsenal, because see, yeah, I don't want us to go right now and go and invest 100 million, yeah, on Ivan Tony, and then they would
You
say,
find out that Osimhen is available for 70.
I don't, and then he will have this big stage trauma, and he won't start scoring goals. I don't know. He's a
Yeah,
goal
it's a
poacher. I
gamble,
know
isn't it?
he has.
It's a gamble. It's a gamble.
It's a
Every
gamble, right?
one of these
It's
players that
not
we
a given.
sign is going to be a gamble. But it's you see
Exactly,
the
it's
type,
gonna be a big gamble, right?
but the type of a gamble that we're talking about is it doesn't have to be a blind gamble. It has to be an educated
Mm.
gamble. Yeah, blind
Yeah, yeah,
gamble, educated gamble,
exactly.
two different things, right? We have to go with educated gamble and look
But
at
bro, man,
exactly
your
what's
gamble
required.
could be de-educated if he doesn't score 15 goals when it comes to
I mean,
Arsenal. We've seen all these things, man. It depends
we've
on
been there
how
before. We've
Mikel
been there
Arteta
before,
would
Tony.
handle it. Will Mikel Arteta send him to the doldrums, yeah, and send him to start, you know, doing, lots of hold up play, link up play, and all this, all that, and then he doesn't get to score goals for us. So I don't know, man. That striker issue will be something we really need to look into later on. Ola, when I watched that game against Liverpool, I saw flashes. Yeah, I saw flashes of Martinelli in the
Mm.
middle. Yeah, doing his thing. The way he hound. See, it literally made the most coveted defender in the whole of the Premier League quake. Like, it shook him up. It shook him up. And
Mm.
and whether I like it or not, Virgil van Dijk gave that ball away. Uh, what do you think about Martinelli? Because we're out here talking about 100 million striker. We can't get 100 million striker right now. We didn't get 100 million striker over the line in January transfer window. Oh, come on, man. We have something right here in Gabriel Martinelli that could hound defenders with his pace, with his agility, with his runs. Look at what he did to Virgil van Dijk. Do you think there should be a tactical kind of switch from Mikel Arteta and say, you know what, yeah, I have some kind of ideas. Let me just kind of switch things over a bit. What do you think?
Um,
Even Trossard is
Martinelli,
looking good. Even
Martinelli,
Trossard is looking good.
yeah. I mean, Martinelli has been he's been disappointing this season, to say the least. Right.
Per
I
se.
love Martinelli. I love Martinelli, love Saka. Right. Those two, both of them, Martinelli in output, Saka in performances. Yeah. This is because for people that want to jump down my throat, I do know what I'm talking about. Saka in output hasn't been that disappointing. He's actually kept up. But in performances,
Yeah.
when you look at on gameplay, eye test, what you've seen on the pitch, Saka has not been up there. With Martinelli, the hard work has been there.
Yeah.
But the output hasn't been there. So we've kind of lost out on what both of them fully bring to the table, what we saw last season. And we know they're capable of way more than that. Martinelli, how many times have we seen him score that sort of goals that he scored against Liverpool? We see with Chelsea, when he plays Chelsea, he loves scoring those type of goals against Chelsea, bro. Like, go back and look at some of Martinelli's goals against Chelsea. Like,
exactly. Shout out to AFC always, man. And AFC always has joined us, man. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Big up to you. Yeah. And of course, he says if we don't beat West Ham, this Liverpool result means nothing. I totally agree with you, AFC always, man. I totally agree with you. It means nothing. Well, I've just said it. It means nothing. We have to beat West Ham tomorrow, mostly because our rivals for the title have already, cleared their games already. Liverpool beating and drubbing Burnley 3-1 today, and of course, Man City running away 2-0. Cotsy, yours truly, Erling Haaland. AFC always says, Tony and Ola, big ups. Ross is in the building. The big wigs are beginning to come in, and Ross is one of our big wigs on this channel, and he says, big up, gentlemen. Ross, man, our rivals have already won. It's over to Arsenal. Can we do it tomorrow? Guys, dropping your predictions for tomorrow. See ya, Ola. You were talking, you were saying something.
About Martinelli.
About Martinelli,
about Martinelli. It's not the first time that we've seen him score goals like that, and I feel Martinelli's flaws is he don't look up, especially in the important moments. His head's always down. But lately, I've been noticing it. Some of the chances he's been taking, he has a very good glancing look, know where people are, whether to shoot, to
scan the area,
and
scan the area,
and that's the little tweak. And with me and Matty, we say all the time, like if Martinelli can change or tweak that part of his game, everybody's in trouble in the Premier League. Every defense is in trouble. If he can sort that part of his game out, he is going to terrorize defenders way more than we know.
But do you think he should go through the middle? Do you think Mikel Arteta? Because see, I think Mikel Arteta is one stubborn manager. He's an extremely stubborn manager. Like you've seen that Martinelli can go through the middle. You can see it. It's there. You know he can do it. Why isn't the manager kind of like trying to just let me just mix it up a bit, throw him in the middle a little bit, even throw Trossard in the middle, because I've just heard that Gabriel Jesus is back from injury and is ready to toss him into this West Ham game, just like that. So it's like this kind of like the favorites are getting in on the chances to be the point man. While the other guys who have been striving and getting us over the line, just like Martinelli has gotten us over the line, can't even get a sniff in that number 9 position.
Well, the good news for Martinelli is he's getting game time, because game time is the most important for players.
Yeah, it's the most important thing.
Game time. I wouldn't mind Trossard through the middle, and I wouldn't mind it in a world where Martinelli goes through the middle and Trossard plays out wide and Jesus can come off the bench.
Play both of them. Interchange. Like,
but we're so rigid. I rarely see Saka ending up on the left and Martinelli coming up on the right. Sometimes you got to change. You just got to switch things for a few minutes and see if the defenders can actually cope with it. But we're so rigid in our system, and every player literally stays in their own zones.
in their own
It,
zones.
it's almost like
Exactly. No
watching Man
mixing up.
City. You never see Grealish end up on the other side. It doesn't happen.
Well, true.
You
But
never
anyway,
see
is
Doku
it
end up on the other side, or
end up
vice
on the
versa.
other? Okay, I get that.
You know, so it's like even Salah. Like, how many times do you see Salah where Mane plays, and vice versa?
Yeah, I get that. But again, Doku, if you watch him in his games, yeah, with his strength, with his pace, it's better he stays on the on the side he's in because it's very effective down there. Uh, in
And
in our case, it's a case of inconsistency. So are you
I,
better in that place? If you're not better, then you need to switch up.
I
Doku
think I
doesn't
think
need to be
Martinelli.
switched
I
up
think
when you're giving
Martinelli.
100% in your area.
I think
But we
Martinelli for
have
me.
players who don't give 100% in their area. So definitely, if it's not working, then you should switch it up. But if Doku is giving 100, why switch him up when you know it's gonna grill a lot of those guys, down there, So I don't know. I watched Doku today; he was good. In that matchup against Everton, was looking okay. There was no need of. In fact, you don't even need to switch anything up if you're Man City because everyone is giving 100%. Everyone is, they're all keyed into the same thing. They want to win.
Yeah, I know you saying Jesus comes straight off the bench and go straight into the team. I would still rather
Yes.
him come back into the team over Kai Havertz playing for us up top. Because if we're either going to get Jesus or Havertz up top, I'd rather have Jesus. I'm just saying that right now.
But even that Jesus thing, let's have a conversation. See,
Let's have a
let's
conversation about it. Let's
converse
talk
over
about it,
that.
bro. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it because that's a very important topic here. See, I think Kai Havertz has more goals this season than Gabriel Jesus. Is that correct? I think so. It's either they're at par or at the same level. So
It might be
let's
on
don't
par
put
still.
Gabriel Jesus at the pedestal that he's not. They might be at par. Yeah. And again,
Right.
the way Kai Havertz played in the last game, I'm not saying it's anything superb, but again, it did cause little problems here and there for Liverpool because it's an aerial threat. It's an aerial threat. I really think it's an aerial threat. The goals, he doesn't have the goals. But again, I did notice that he came in through the middle against Liverpool. I can count the times Arsenal go through the middle to even, conduct, that perfect attack. That's what he was doing, and it was causing problems for the defenders. It was so much of a handful against Van Dijk, so much of a handful against Konate, sent Konate out of the game. McAllister had a close brush with him in the penalty box. He nearly gave out a penalty against him. He's not scoring goals, but it's kind of like, on this player's neck because he runs like a headless chicken. So when he runs like a headless chicken, he's actually causing commotion here and there, in that defense. But if Gabriel Jesus comes back, does he do the same thing that Kai Havertz will be doing? Will he make those runs? Will he? Will he? I don't know, man. Sometimes he just sits down
For me,
and sits on the
it
grass
comes
sometimes, and he's not scoring goals either. So
yeah. For me, it does come down to preference. At the end of the day, when you're talking about
yeah,
Jesus and Havertz is on par on goals, I think
big up
Jesus
to
causes
Rosie McDuff is down here with us. Big up to Rosie. Rosie, how you doing? And Rosie says
um
13 likes. Smash the likes, guys. Big up
yeah,
to
man, big up
you,
Rosie, man.
Rosie McDuff. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, well, you're saying something.
for me, it comes down to preference, and I prefer the chaos that Jesus causes in the box over the
Mm,
chaos that Havertz will cause in the box, because with the kind of craziness and chaos that Jesus causes in the box, it leaves room for maybe a couple of these players in Martinelli and Saka that we always saying is getting doubled up on. With Havertz,
mm,
I don't feel Havertz taking players away from those two danger mans in terms of Saka and Martinelli, right?
yeah.
But Jesus
Mm.
has the capability of at least drawing one of those guys away, or
Dre, one of
whoever's
those
being
guys, yeah,
doubling up.
in.
and give them room to maneuver. So if we have Jesus doing that and our fullbacks overlapping, these guys all of a sudden they got free room to cause real havoc, to cause real damage. But we've not been employing that system. We've not done it
Yeah,
consistently
exactly.
enough, anyways. But if we start doing that, I think we're going to see a real
is more
change.
of a goal threat than Kai Havertz anyway.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. It comes out to preference and the amount of, I just feel it causes a lot of chaos when he's in and around the box. And but the way West Ham has played, especially played against Arsenal this season, I mean, who knows? Who knows? Because all of our players,
Who knows?
they just move crazy. They move crazy, man.
They move crazy when it comes to West Ham. Good. Ola, let's go into this West Ham stuff, yeah, because that's the big one. We have them tomorrow. Ola, the pressure is on. Big ups to Drew Gunners, who is down here with us. Drew Gunners Gaming.
Yes.
This guy does lots of good art and graphics. I have to start advertising my
oh yeah,
my people.
I saw the work he done for Carl
man.
Rossi. I see the work he done for Carl
Man,
Rossi.
it did something for Carl
big up
Rossi,
yourself,
man. Drew Gunners, man. Big ups to you, man. Drew, I know nobody would shout you out on shows, yeah, but I will shout you out on shows, man, because you're a real one. So I will shout you out. I will shout what you do. Also, he does lots of great artworks. If you want your artworks, just show up to that guy, man. And he says, "Big up Tony, po po po," and he says, "Big up the man himself, Allah." And big up the regulars, yeah. Big ups everyone. Big ups Rosie McDuff, E. Ross, John Smith down here with us. See, yeah, Ola, let's go into the big one. West Ham game tomorrow. Every of our title rivals have already won their game. This one is coming down to Arsenal being pressured to win this game tomorrow. Good. We've not beaten West Ham in over a year. Last time we beat West Ham was in 2022. Well, we beat them home and away, in that season anyway. Ola, West Ham, see, they're not on form. They are not a team on form because the people I've talked to this week, yeah, they're all taking West Ham as if we should be so careful, we should be this, we should be that. This is not prime backer. This is West Ham. They're 7th in the league, yeah. Their last win came against Arsenal, who they beat in 23rd of December, 2023. So this is not a big team per se. They're in 7th. The last win came against Arsenal. They've not won a game, a single game in 7 tries. In the last 7 games, they've not won anything. Yeah, they've had a couple of draws, but no win. So they've not found a win in 7 games. They're rooted in 7th, which is due to the poor performances of other teams in and around them, because other teams have been dropping points also. So probably maybe that's why we're not seeing the worst out of this West Ham team. West Ham have scored 36 this season in 23 games. They've also shipped in 36 goals this season. That's a leaking roof. That doesn't there's no stink of an elite team, yeah, in that team. A team who have shipped in 36 goals in 23 games. I don't respect that defense. They've not had any win in 7 games. They're in 7th. Good and okay, no problem. Ola, are you scared of West Ham? Is he a team that genuinely should send shock waves to you? Or should Arsenal, being motivated by that win against Liverpool, go into the Olympic Stadium and say, you know what, West Ham, it's time for revenge, and go and pummel them tomorrow? What do you think? And keep up with the title chase as it is.
To answer your first question, am I scared of West Ham? Oh, big up Rosie McDuff. Asking for my link to the channel. Yeah, man. Big up yourself, Rosie.
Yeah. Ola's link.
Right.
Yeah.
To answer your question, right? Am I scared of West Ham? Fuck yes, I'm scared of West Ham. And I'll tell you why. Everybody's only like
Allah is shameless, guys. He's shameless. He's a shameless one.
Yeah, I'm scared of West Ham. West Ham reduced Declan Rice, who's been a best player all season.
Ooh, yeah, that's true.
Reduced him to crumbs, reduced him to smelly fish. Bro, he even gave away a penalty. He got lucky. He got lucky.
He got lucky, man.
At the end of that game,
Almost.
right? It was that bad. It really was that bad. So for me, and I look, we've lost to West Ham 3 times in a row. If you count the loss last season.
Last season. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's in over a year. That's sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
We lost 1-0 to them. Like, bro, it's gonna be, this is the third.
It's a dicey one,
in a row. So why would you not be scared of West Ham? And the other factor that you've got to think about when you're talking about you scared of West Ham, Arsenal, the teams that has not been on form. Arsenal turn up and they breathe life into these teams again. All of a sudden, Bowen becomes Maradona. Yeah. All of a sudden, Kudus becomes fucking Pele. Right? Fabianski becomes fucking Schmeichel.
Oh my God.
It's
becomes prime Camavinga.
Exactly. Like this type of things worries me. And I know a lot of Arsenal fans are looking at it saying, "Oh yeah, but they're not informed. We should really go there and beat them." And the times that we've really played West Ham, they've not really had much going.
They're not on form. They're not on form.
They've not been on form.
Hammered these guys 3-0. It was even the youngsters that even did it for Manchester United. They're not looking good. It's a team in crisis right now, man. 7 games without a win. Arsenal we should be going with much confidence and smacking this team up.
100%. And that's the thing with Arsenal. Now, if we want to change that perception, because everything is perception and how other things, how other people, the people outside of the club, how they perceive you, right? When they start saying that, okay, with this average teams or mid-table teams, and I put West Ham in that because they're not always at the top table. Yeah, they've got the Conference League last season, but generally in and around between 8th and 12th is when they flow in. You know what I mean, on a good season. So it's only recently that that Moyes has really been putting them on the map a little bit. But we should be putting teams like West Ham away. We shouldn't be losing 3 times in a row to fucking West Ham. We shouldn't be losing 3 times in a row to West Ham. On no planet.
We shouldn't be doing
that's a sackable offense for any manager.
We should be smacking these people up, man. We should be smacking West Ham. We should be smacking West Ham.
It's not
we should be
Chelsea,
these
bro.
guys up, man.
It's, you know what I mean? It's not Chelsea. It's fucking West Ham. We're losing 3 times in a row to them. It's about time,
it's not good enough if we're going to lose a 4th time in a row. It's not good. Big up to you, Rosie. Rosie, that's what I'm talking about. Rosie. Subscribe to. She just said, yes. Yeah, shout out to Rosie. Yeah, she gets a po.
Big love.
Big up to you. She said, sub the Ready to the Fight week. Ola. She says, guys, get sub into this guy's channel and get this link. Get liking these videos. Rosie, big ups to you. You're the best. Thanks. You're the best. Thanks. Ola, what are the things we should be watching for in this game? I heard that Paqueta started running this week. He came into training. He's looking good. Scored a couple of goals in training. Like he's looking very. Souček is down there. Ward-Prowse. That guy literally scares Arsenal. He's going to be there too. Kudus will be roaring for this one. And of course, this guy that you've already talked about, Jared Bowen, might turn into prime Ronaldinho, when Arsenal come calling. Where do you think is going to be the heat map, the key battles in that game? What do you What do you think we
it's
should be more careful of? And again, what do you think that David Moyes will bring to the table in this game? Do you think he's going to come
well,
out to actually try to play
bro.
against the Arsenal?
One thing Moyes knows how to do is know how to beat Arteta. He's done it 3 times in a row. Right? You know what I mean? If that was a fight card, I would want to see that fight again. You know what I mean? John Jones is so
Yeah,
many, like, after
exactly.
a while, you're like, no, I don't want to see this again. Right?
Big up to Rook Avenue. Rook Avenue, big ups. He says we need a big performance tomorrow. We definitely need a big
Oh yeah,
performance
Lord
tomorrow,
knows we
man.
do.
Big performance, man. Big up to
Lord
you,
knows we do.
Rook Avenue. Please smash the like button as you're down there with us, man. Yeah, Ola, you were saying something.
Yeah, so the Moyes knows how to beat Arteta. That's number one. So let's not get it twisted that it's out of the realms of possibility that Moyes takes points away from Arteta again in this game. Now, having said all of that, we are a team that want to stay with the pack. We're a team that's trying. We got outside chance. At this
Yeah,
rate, that's what you'd call it, an outside chance. Just in case one of those two fucks up, we're there to pounce and capitalize, which is not something that we do really well. But hey, that's the job at hand. That's what we have to do if we
yeah.
to get anything
Mm,
from if to get any kind of silverware from this season, from what's left available this season. That's what we have to do. So Moyes, yeah, I think he's gonna bring whatever tactical nous he's been employing to beat Arteta, which is a lot of his, press us up high, get the turnover to
mm,
people like Bowen and Kudus and Ward-Prowse pulling the strings and see if they can get behind our defense and create some problems. Now, Gabriel, I think he's missing for this game.
yeah.
So, they're gonna if you look at it, it's really been the one out of him
Hmm.
and Saliba that's really been putting in the rugged work, the ugly
Yeah,
performances.
it's been putting in work.
It's been
We'll
him,
get to
and
this Saliba thing later on anyway, but I'll just allow you
but
finish.
Gabriel is going to be missing for that game. So I think maybe Kivio can come in, and I don't know the status of Zinchenko if Zinchenko gets back into the defense. I don't know what
Yeah,
Tomiyasu's availability is like. So our defense is going to be the one that I worry about the most going into this game
mm.
because there's still a
Going
lot
into the
of
game.
variable going into this game tomorrow. So our defense is the one that I'm really unsure of. Just
Or
because
sure.
Jesus is missing and Zinchenko is supposed to be injured. So I don't know what they're gonna do.
Okay. See, Ola. This is something that has really been disturbing me over two, 3 games now. Even you just said it yourself. In recent games, Gabriel Magalhaes has been that guy, that go-to guy. Yeah,
Mm,
when
mm,
we needed him to be. When at least in this couple of games last month and a month ago, where Arsenal went 7 games with only just one win. Gabriel Magalhaes scored 2 goals through set pieces already. Put and has put up quite few great performances this season.
mhm,
Even in the last 3, 4 games, our strongest man in the defense by far. But again, I've been seeing Saliba, one of the most important defenders to Arsenal. I wouldn't say experienced because he's still a young kid, but one of our most coveted defenders. You can see his performances last season, 2 seasons ago. Voila, he's looking shaky. He is looking shaky. 2 back-to-back goals given, dashed to opponents from Saliba. Awoni brushed him aside, yeah, to score a goal. It just he just nudged them away, pushed them away, and scored a goal. Um, uh, he gifted a goal to Diaz. Like he didn't communicate with David Raya. You know, and knowing Saliba, he would kick that ball away, but he didn't do that. So what's up with Saliba, and are you concerned about him? Are you I know it's not something to ring alarm bells, to be very sincere with you. It's not like his performances have been so shambolic. They've been okay, but Saliba is not that kind of guy you say is an okay performer. This is an elite defender, in my own opinion. So,
Mm.
dished out 2 goals, not convincing in its performances in the last 3-4 games. What do you think?
Um, Look, I like Saliba a lot, and
Mm,
I agree with a lot of the takes that that you put down in your question as you was framing up the question there. Now, when you look at
yeah,
the performances that Saliba's dropped, they've been
yeah.
it's not a massive drop off, right?
Mm,
When you look at the
mm,
overall performance, he does make mistakes,
yeah,
every now and again. It's not it's
yeah,
not it's
yeah,
not
sure.
like consistently making mistakes. Now, the reason why I say
Yeah,
what I'm saying here is, Lord knows we've been absolutely tormented and tortured as fans
mm,
with
hmm.
horrible centre backs in recent times. The Mustafis,
Oh my God,
the,
man.
the
Please
Lashes,
don't let us get to
the
the names, man.
Obamas,
Don't let us go
you
to
know
their
what I mean?
names, man.
Like, you know, this the names that we've had to deal with, the
Bro,
Kolasinic's, you know what I mean? The David Luiz's, like they just
don't
do
do it. Don't
bozo
do it.
day
Don't
after
do it.
week after week after
Oh,
week after week, right?
Rob
So
Holding.
so
Don't
when
do this. Don't
so
do
when
this, bro.
so when you look at what we used to have as
Rob
defenders
Holding.
every week, and every single Arsenal fan are breaking themselves going into games like, oh God, we're gonna get battered today because the level of defenses that we have.
Andre Santos.
Oh, and,
Horrible defenders.
this is what I'm saying. Like Lichtsteiner, just look at the name of the lines
Oh
of
my
defenses we've
God.
had in the past.
That's one of the worst. I think that's one of the worst signing, yeah, in the whole of the Premiership. Like I could count how many times that guy even played. That guy was
You
horrible.
know,
He was
and
horrible, man. He was horrible.
these are things that that we've had to eat. We've been
Mustafi.
served up.
That's the worst of the pack. Mustafi.
We had to deal with that guy. Back on top, Mustafi back on top.
Oof, horrible.
You know,
Long Get
bro.
Yeti's in the channel, man. See, anytime Long Get
Bro,
Yeti, let's herald Long Get Yeti. Just
big
finished
up
his watch
longer yet,
along
man.
with Nottingham Forest versus Newcastle. Yeti, I'm sorry you lost that game, man. I'm sorry, man. That was a bitter pill to swallow. Mostly at home in the King, in the City Ground. Sorry, I always mistake your stadium for King Power Stadium. So I'm sorry about that, Yeti, but you had a great show with Jezza. Big ups to you, Long Get Yeti. Guys, if you've not subscribed to Long Get Yeti, what are you waiting for? Go and have a feel of the cave down there, yeah. And I need him on my show in one of these watch alongs too, man. Pray he can come tomorrow. I'll invite him. Long Get Yeti, big ups to you, man. That's my guy. Yeah, Ola, you were saying something, man.
Yeah. When you look at the catalog of defenders that we've had in the past,
Hmm.
and we now see Saliba make one or two mistakes every 10 games, we can't kill him for that because majority of the time, Saliba
Yeah.
he does play to a very, very high level at a very, very
Hmm.
consistent rate. So
Hmm.
I have no concerns at all with Saliba. And like I said, with Gabriel Magalesh being the go-to guy, when
Yeah.
you have a very good partnership, you, to have that go-to guy is always important. It's always important
Always
to have that
important.
that partner that you can rely on and say, all right, if I mess up, he can get me out of jail. I can count on him to get
Yeah.
me out of jail. And if he messes up, he can count on me to get out of jail. I even
Mm.
like that. Have a little competition between themselves. Maybe they post
Between themselves.
five goals between. All right, I'm gonna get 5 headers from set pieces this season. You're gonna get 5 headers. Put a little competition among themselves as well and
Yeah.
see.
Into it.
Try and push each other. That's how you get the best out of your centre back partnerships. When you see that happening, they dig each other out of is when you see them save each other out of difficult situations, and the way they go and celebrate it, it's almost like they've scored a goal. When that's when it means real something to these players, right? And that's what I've been seeing from their partnership. I like their partnership a lot. In Gabriel and Saliba. Is a shame we're not going to have it tomorrow, but we don't know how the manager is going to play that hand. Tomiyasu can play anywhere across
I
the
don't
top.
know,
So that's my
but
boy.
Tomiyasu is coming back to the frame, man. Tomiyasu is
That's
coming
my
back.
boy, Tomiyasu. Oh yeah.
Tomiyasu
Oh,
is back, man. That's your guy, man.
we're not just gonna screw. We're not just gonna
Tomiyasu is
screw
coming
away.
back, man. Wait.
Back.
But Ola, do you think this is the end of Ben White? Do you think this is the end of Ben White right now with Tomiyasu coming back? Because he had quite good performances before he left. Now he's back. Do you think this is up? Do you think Ben White's time is up?
No, I think Tomiyasu.
Because he was
Tomiyasu
beginning
can
to
play.
convince me, about that area. He was beginning to
Tomiyasu can
convince me
play
in that
anywhere
right
across
back
the back
area
four.
that he's good.
He can
Miss
play
Melina is down here with us, guys. Hola, Miss Melina.
Salute to Miss Melina,
Guys.
man. Always love to Miss Melina.
In case you guys don't know, Miss Melina, one of my big friends in this channel. Yeah, this lady literally helped this channel. Like she helped build this channel from ground up. Big up to you, Miss Melina. Big up to you. How are you doing? Hope you're okay. And she says, Tony and Ola, love. Anytime I see her, I do jiggy. She's a lovely person, very lovely character, lovely human being. But shout out to you, Miss Melina. What do you think about our matchup tomorrow? What's your prediction for that matchup? Ola, you were saying something, man. Take it up from there.
Yeah. So for me, I think I like their partnership. Tomiyasu can come in and play anywhere across the back four, but we don't have problems in the right back situation right now. So Ben White is safe for now. Ben White is safe for now. We have more pressing difficulties.
But Ben White is going to miss next
hand.
match. He's missing. He's going to miss this West Ham match.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. We have.
Yeah, because So
is it Ben White that's going to miss?
down then.
Is it Ben White that's got more cards? Enough cards or
more cards? Yeah, more yellow cards. So he has reached the limit. So tomorrow he's going to be missing that game. So he's going to miss that game. So Tomiyasu is coming straight right in.
Yeah, he's going to come straight in. Then he's going to come straight in, and I wouldn't say that's the end of Ben White, because, like I said, if you're going to have, say, depending on what's going on with Zinchenko, if you're going to have Kivior on one side, Tomiyasu on the other side, Saliba and Gabriel in the middle, Gabriel will have to do a lot of babysitting with Kivior, and we just have to hope Saliba can hold his own, and Tomiyasu just, he's just gonna do samurai things, man. You know what I mean? My boy is back. I'm gassed that Tomiyasu's back, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, when Timber comes back, hey, people, don't judge me. When Timber comes back, people, do not judge me. I'm telling you, I do not.
Tomiyasu is back, man. Tomiyasu is back. But again, Ola, see, the thing that makes me happy about this Tomiyasu coming back, it's a very, very big thing. Just in time, because he plays as a center back for Japan. That's what people forget. He's actually not. He doesn't even play in at right back. That's not where he plays.
That's because
where he
Tomiyasu's gangster like that,
Japan.
bro. Tomiyasu's gangster like that.
He's gangster like that, man. Center back. He's a center back. and he plays centre back as a decent centre back. So I mean, if there's an injury to, maybe Saliba or Gabriel, he can come in. He can rattle a few people down there in our defense. He's really that dynamic, and he can also play left back too. So he's just this kind of go-to guy, yeah, when you need to plug the holes in your team. Is that kind of guy you need. So I see why you like the guy real, very, very well, man.
Yeah,
Ola,
man.
please, our, our midfield, our midfield. In the press conference on Thursday, Mikel Arteta showered lots of praises to Jorginho, for his performances. He talked about his contract situation and said that he's just happy that he has Jorginho, even if Jorginho has, hasn't signed a new contract with the football club, and he still keeps it professional and plays the way he's playing. That he really likes what Jorginho brings to the table. The- do you share that same sentiment with Mikel Arteta? And again, as this Jorginho guy being a decent signing from Chelsea, we like complain about signings from Chelsea Football Club. They're shit. They're this. They're that. We don't get our money's worth back. But does this Jorginho character does it like to you? Do you think it's okay? It's one of the best signings that we've gotten from Chelsea Football Club. Can you say that? And again, what do you think? Do you think we should give him a new contract? Do you want to see him in that game against West Ham tomorrow? Has he showed you that he can handle that midfield in a double pivot with Declan Rice, just the way they did against Liverpool? Do you think we should throw him straight right back in that game against West Ham?
You see, brother, your question was going so lovely, and then you went too far when you're talking about should we give him a new contract.
Until after the contract
You
situation.
went
Yeah,
too far, bro. You know what I mean? My radio guy went too
I'm
far,
just
man.
the,
Like,
I'm
my
just the
favorite
radio
radio
guy.
guy. You know what I mean?
I'm just the
You were
radio
doing
guy.
well. You were saying all the nice things, and then you're talking about new contract, bro. Like, hey, listen, look, you know,
Oh my god.
Jorginho has been he's been all right signing, and I'm gonna say it like it is. It's not been bad, and he's done exactly kind of what he
Yeah,
was brought in to
but
do.
come on, Ola, he hasn't been Gallas. He hasn't been Gallas. He
It's
hasn't been
exactly.
Willian. He
We just
hasn't been
ruled out some crazy
Carnitas.
names,
He's a
right?
decent signing out of the
I,
bunch
I think
of
I
of
can only
of,
put
of
maybe
frauds
one
that we've
bad
signed
game
in this
down to that
club. You
Tottenham
have to
game.
admit.
That Tottenham game is
Mm,
probably one bad game I can put down to Jorginho. Like, I don't really see him every
yeah.
time he's played for us have a bad game. Um,
Mm,
I can't even remember. In me watching a game, even a game that he played in and we lost, and I'm saying, yeah, Jorginho. He did nothing today. He was nowhere to be found. I can't remember myself, saying that. So, other
yeah.
like I said, other than the Tottenham game where he gave the ball away and allowed them to get the 3 points, but I can't. I don't know. He's done all right for what he's been brought in to do for the price that it costs for the output or outlay. I remember him pulling the trigger on scoring that goal against Villa when he ricocheted against Martinez. You know what I mean? And I thought, you know what, Georgina,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm gonna give you a minute. I'm gonna give you a minute to breathe, and see what you bring. And
Yeah, man.
yeah, it's not been bad for what we got him for. And
Yeah.
look, I like that he can still dictate. The one thing that I don't like Jorginho for is defensively or when he has to chase back. You know, when if you lose that ball,
Yeah,
then
when he has to
like in
chase back,
Tottenham
it's
situation,
quite slow,
you lose
right?
that ball,
Yeah,
then there's no
exactly.
pace. It's not catching any of these guys
There's
that
no
lose.
pace
You know what I mean?
whatsoever. Yeah,
No
yeah, yeah.
pace.
But he's older
You know,
now. That's it. He's older now. You know that pace
so
has left him. But in
what
terms
you
of
need,
progressing the ball, it's very fast, quick thinking. He
what
scans the
so
area. It's quite quick
so
in those
in that
areas.
situation, what you need is Jorginho in the double pivot and somebody athletic secured around him. And it's almost like put him in the armchair and let him dictate and
Mm,
let him have his workhorses, and they're gonna do the heavy lifting, the
yeah,
chasing. You know what I mean? But he can just pull all the strings. And if you
yeah.
give Jorginho time and space to pull strings, it don't matter. It don't matter who you are. It can hurt your team. It can hurt your defense if Jorginho gets that time and space to really pull the strings. So yeah, so far this season, and and his duration of the time at Arsenal, I can't say yeah, I've been disappointed with his performances. But again, like I always say, there's always room for improvement. And when if we do get a chance to go and improve on a Jorginho, I want to see Arsenal take that chance. And that's why I'm saying hold off on the contract
Mm.
extension and see what's available in the summer. And if you can bring somebody that's a bit more mobile but can do a lot of what Jorginho can do, then Bob's your
I
uncle.
love, yeah.
Why keep Jorginho? Because then we'll have somebody that
Mm,
can actually
mm,
run back. If he does make a mistake and he gets the ball nicked off of him, he can then chase them back, hunt them down, and at least force a mistake or nick the ball back. But with Jorginho, you got no hope.
yeah.
It's
You
it's
got
it's
no
like
hope.
yeah, it's like shooting fish in the barrel. Really, once you take that
Yeah,
ball off him,
it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
yeah, man.
I do get that.
So
I wanted to go get maybe someone who could keep up a little bit. Well, Thomas Partey.
who
We have to talk about him just a little bit before we get to the
who
time we have to go. Thomas Partey. See, man,
who?
what's happening to this guy? Thomas, who? Is that what has no, but Ola,
That's
is
what it's
that what he
become.
has gotten to?
That's what I'm not.
Thomas
What
Partey
what what has
was
bro?
considered
What
one
has
of the
Partey
best
done for me this
CDMs
season?
last season. Is that what he has come to? He was one of the best CDMs. They were taking him as one of the best CDMs last season, apart from when he had his injury. People were comparing him with Rodri and Casemiro last season. And this season now, he's oh shit, no one respects him at all again. And that's due to his injury record right now. So the football club, they're telling us that he's okay to play. The next minute, they're saying he's injured. That some people that know Arsenal very well are telling me, not me per se. Kenny Ken have said it. He doesn't think he has an injury. There's something going on down there. How can I disbelieve Kenny Ken when Kenny Ken says something like that? And that was on Jez's show. Shout out to Jez. Jez had his comeback show yesterday. I should have been there, but I had work and stuff couldn't allow me to be there. But he said it on Jez's show. So what do you think, man? Clarify, your stand with this Thomas Partey thing, man.
um, with me, you and Abs, we had a big long
Big up
conversation.
True Gunner. True Gunner, big up to you, man. That's my guy. Go subscribe to True Gunner, man. Real one, man. Says big up Tony and all that. Big ups, man. Yeah, all that.
Yeah, me, you and Abs, we had a long conversation about Thomas Partey, and I remember
Mm,
I was saying I don't think this guy is fit, and if he's fit, it's not match fit, and if he ain't match fit, he definitely can get match sharp.
mm.
And then next minute, because you was advocating at least him making the Liverpool game, and I said maybe that might be too soon for
Yeah.
him. And then we got the news that he got injured afterwards. Now they're saying he's available again. I don't know
Hmm.
what's really going on with Thomas Partey, but you know what? You know when they say you don't miss what you don't have, right? How am I missing
Mm,
Party? Not giving me fuck
yeah,
all this season. I can't miss what I haven't had. Partey has contributed next to nothing
yeah.
to our season this season, bro. So to me, until he gets the chance
Mm,
and he start putting in performances before I can start even bringing Thomas Partey to my thought process of doing something for Arsenal. Right now, I'm just focusing on the guys that are available, that can turn the tide for Arsenal, that can put points on the board for Arsenal and win games for Arsenal. Thomas Partey hasn't been that player this season. It's not in
he
that
hasn't been
conversation.
that guy, man. He
So
hasn't.
until it comes back and I start seeing some regular performances and I start seeing some contributions, I start seeing consistency, then I will have another conversation about Partey. But right now, you ask me about Partey, I say get rid of him. That's how I feel. Because you just here collecting 250 grand a
Hmm.
week, doing fuck all for my club. I'm a
Get
mercenary too.
rid
What you
of
want to
Thomas
be a
Partey,
mercenary?
man. Get
Yeah, two
rid.
can play that game. I'm a mercenary too. Yeah, I'm a
Mm.
mercenary too.
Get
Let's be
rid, man.
mercenary together.
Man.
Yeah, you just here collecting
But
250 grand from the club a week, man. I ain't done nothing this season. So that's how I feel about Partey.
but
Until I start
again,
seeing him putting
but
in work for
again,
Arsenal. No, man, not for me. I'm not buying it.
but again, or like, do you think it's an internal? Do you think there's an internal problem why he's not playing? Do
That's
you
a
think
big
there's an
possibility.
internal problem, or is it that he's just injured? Because Ken was saying something different. When I was listening
That's
to
a big
him,
possibility.
I
That's a
have
big
also
possibility.
advocated that there's an internal problem, that there's something wrong why this guy is not playing. So is it that the club is lying to us that he's injured, or
I
there's
mean,
something we're
it's
missing? There's something we're
it's
not
it's
seeing.
it's, it's not inconceivable that the club will lie to us. They've been doing it for years, bro. They've been doing it for donkeys.
Hmm.
And I think if there's an internal situation with Partey that's leading to him not getting game time, it goes more to what I've been trying to say.
Hmm.
Sell him, get him out of the club.
Yeah.
It goes more to what I've been trying to say. Maybe he's the one doing some internal stuff to try and get away from the club. I say, if I don't play or if I don't do this, eventually you're gonna have to sell me. That's mercenary moves. This is what they do. They make fake injuries. Then you hear the lawyers are talking, the agents are
Mercenary
talking,
moves. Yeah, it could
everybody
be.
start talking. Everybody start talking. So sell him.
It's possible.
Like that's
Sell
I
him.
ain't got I ain't
Mm.
got none of these
Taib
players'
says
names on my
hello,
shirt,
Ola.
man.
You came just to
Sell him.
know about it. I know.
Yeah, man. Salute to Taib, man. Salute to Taib.
I think all of them like mercenaries, man.
Yo,
Taib says hello, Tony. Hello, Ola. Yeah, yeah. 3 minutes to soon be leaving, man. He says, hello, Yeti. Yeah, big up to you, Taib. Taib, what do you think, man? What's your predictions for tomorrow's game? Ola, give us your prediction for tomorrow's game. Yeah, tell us what you think. Will happen in that game. How you think it will happen? Who's gonna score the goals tomorrow? And Olasi, if we did what we did to Liverpool, yeah, tomorrow we have to win this game. It's a must win. Uh, Like you can't tell me nothing. We have to win this game. Like we have to win this. No excuses. We have to win it, man. What's your predictions for that game?
yeah, it's a must-win game.
No
No
excuse.
excuses.
It's a must-win
Um,
game.
I'm gonna go with the Arsenal 1-0 Arsenal win.
Wow.
I'm
One
gonna go with a
nil
1-0
Arsenal to a
1-0
team that
Arsenal win.
hasn't won in 7 games, to a team that has conceded 36 goals this season. That defense is leaking goals. 1-0. And we have Taib
Yeah,
Hussein saying, I think it could be another loss.
there
Wow.
you go. And don't
No
think
chest
Moyes can't do it
against
for the
West
fourth
Ham.
time. Don't think Moyes can't do it for the fourth time.
Oh my God.
I'm picking a
Oh
narrow
my
win, bro.
God.
I'm not thinking it's gonna be that
A
kind of
narrow
blow them away,
1-0.
squash buckling performance that you're hoping for, bro. It's gonna be a dog-head game. It's gonna be a dog-head game, bro.
Wow. So
And
Ola,
and
that Liverpool game didn't. Ola, wait. The Liverpool game did not. It did not resonate with you in any way. That Arsenal
because
is back
the
or
Liverpool
whatever.
game is a different game. Liverpool plays in a different style, and they will come and hunt you down. West Ham don't have to do that. West Ham have to play us on the counter. And if you remember the other two times that Liverpool beat us, especially in the FA Cup, they drew us in and put the ball over the top and caught us on the
Yeah.
counter. If you want to beat
And put
Arsenal,
the
that's
ball
how
over the
you do it.
top. Yeah.
That's how you do it. And
That's how you do it. Yeah.
and even more,
Mm.
target Zinchenko's side. And more often than not,
Yeah, Zichenko's position. Yeah.
you're gonna get joy. And if Bowen is there, you know, so
He's
like
gonna
let's
get
not,
Jerry there. That's a
yeah,
must.
exactly. So let's not think
Mm. Mm.
West Ham ain't got a chance here. They do. But if we play to the best of our ability, I think we'll come away with the 3 points.
They do. They
I
do.
just think it'll be a narrow win.
Yeah.
I fancy a clean sheet just because I'm looking at Saliba
See, yeah,
from that
guys,
mistake that
I'm
he made the
predicting
other
a
day.
2-1 win.
I'm looking at Declan Rice putting a masterclass performance, considering the performance he put against them in the last game.
Yeah.
So
He has been
those
putting
are the two guys
up
that I'm really,
stinkers
really
against
looking at.
West Ham, man. His former team. Stinkers.
I'm on Declan Rice watch and I'm on Saliba watch in that game tomorrow.
In that game tomorrow. Catch Ola on Lee Gunner's channel. Yeah, of course, he's a resident watch along panelist down there. So you have to go down there and support them too. But me too, I'll be having my own show down here. With my people down here. And Wolfang should be joining me for that one. Abs should also be joining me for that one tomorrow. It's a crunch one, man. We have to win that game. It's a must win tomorrow. So Ola, shout out your channel, man. Talk to these people, man. Tell them where you're from, and let them know. And again, just add a cheeky one to the predictions. Who's winning the AFCON Nations Cup tomorrow? Talk to these people and let us know what you think.
Yeah, man. People, we've been doing a lot of work on the channel, as you can see. The channel is in the background right there. You can see the Fight Week show. Go and subscribe. Go and check us out on there. After the watch along on Lee's channel for the Arsenal game tomorrow, I'm going to be having the AFCON watch along with Lee on my channel at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. So make sure you come and join us for that watch along, the Nigeria versus Cote d'Ivoire. For the AFCON final. Come join
Well,
us
I'd
on
like
that
to
one.
be in that one with you, man. I'd like to be in that one with you.
Yeah, yeah, man. We'll talk about that one. And tomorrow, on next week Wednesday, we got Dust Up Shakedown coming up. We've released some interviews. One of our fighters is fighting tonight on the UFC fight card. Okibolaja, another Nigerian brother. You know what I mean? He's going to be looking to do it for he's wished out the Super Eagles he's wished them good luck tomorrow, and he wants to do them proud in the octagon tomorrow. So go keep an eye on him. He's going to be fighting later on, early hours of this morning in Vegas.
Are you doing a watch along for that? Are you doing a watch along?
No.
Are you doing a watch along for that? No.
Not for this fight. Not for this fight. No. But for next week, I'm doing a watch along next week. That's Volkanovski versus Ilya Topira for the title. Pay-per-view card. We're going to be doing the watch along for that main card. So come and join us. We're doing so much on the Fight Week show. We're bringing panelists for Dust Up Shakedown. We're doing so much every Wednesday. Fridays our prediction show. Saturdays our watch along for pay-per-view cards. Yeah, there's plenty going on the Fight Week show, man. Come and show some love, and everybody that showed love up until now, big up to all of you. It's because of you guys that we're able to, put in all this facelift, and we're going to keep improving the channel with all the contributions that you guys are putting in. So thank you to everybody that's shown love. Big up to all of you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, guys. Yeah, those of you watching it on playback, go show Fight Week show some love. You've just heard what the the plans for the programs coming up. Mostly the one tomorrow, the AFCON's Nations Cup. Ola will be hosting that one, man. That'll be a big one, yeah. And see, it doesn't get big. The stakes doesn't get bigger than this, yeah. Continental championship, uh, big stage. Ivory Coast versus Nigeria. It's gonna be a big one tomorrow. You have to join along that one. I want to join him, so if he wants me to pop in, I'll pop in later on for that one too. So, guys, join me for the watch along tomorrow. I'll be having it with Abs tomorrow. At least I'm sure of Abs is coming. Wolfang too, and keeping it real. Chelsea, I'll get them tomorrow and see what we can do tomorrow, man. Guys, from me and Ola, we are out.